saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life.
Good morning, happy Friday. Welcome back to another weekend vlog. I'm so excited that you're here. This weekend is a little chaotic and crazy and wonderful. My brother-in-law Matt is getting married this weekend and we are currently in the process of getting ready and leaving. It's been a little crazy this afternoon just trying to get all the things ready, and I feel like we're forgetting so many things, but yeah, we are packed up and ready to go. So I quickly wanted to film an intro clip to say hi and welcome and start this vlog. So the plan is right now we are going over to the town where the wedding is happening. It's about an hour away. So we're gonna travel there, drop off our stuff at the hotel, get ready a little bit. The rehearsal dinner is tonight around 5 o'clock. So we've got to head over there, do that, and then I'm gonna go back to the hotel and spend the night there. Andrew's gonna stay with the groomsmen tonight in their Airbnb, which will be fun because then I'll kind of have like some alone time, which I always like, and he'll be able to hang out with all those guys. So it'll be really fun for him too. And then tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow's the wedding. So yeah, all of those festivities. I don't know how much I'm going to get to vlog, let alone how much I'm going to get to read. I'm still optimistic, and yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. I am feeling kind of a mix of emotions. I know that I've talked about this in my last couple of vlogs too, but I just tend to get really anxious in social settings, especially where there's just like crowds of people, and then especially when I have to feel like I have to look really put together. There's just a lot of pressure that comes with it. I figure I can kind of talk to you guys a little bit more about it later in the hotel, but for now we need to head out. Quickly before I leave, I wanted to talk about the books that I want to read. So currently I am reading Fractured Tide. I did finish, by the way, The Institute by Stephen King, and it was so good. I absolutely loved it. 5 stars. I then picked up Fractured Tide. I'm not loving this book, but I can talk more about it a little bit later. It's like Lost, the TV show Lost, if you've seen that show, but for like a younger adult audience. Kids stuck on an island, really weird things are happening. It's very interesting. I'm not loving it, but like I said, I can talk a little bit more about it later. But I think I have like an hour left of this audiobook, so I'm definitely gonna finish it. And then I thought this weekend I would pick up Dear Martin. This is a pretty short book. It's like 210 pages, so I think I can fly through this, even with a lot of the things going on. If anything, I'll be able to maybe get my hands on the audiobook, and that should help me get through it as well, because I do really want to read something still this weekend, especially since I'm going to be spending time alone. So those are the plans for reading. I'm going to keep getting ready, and we are going to head out and make our way towards the wedding destination. I'm so excited. Hello, quick update. We are at the hotel and ready to go to the rehearsal dinner. Here's my handsome husband. You look so good.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks. Here's what we got going on currently. I think we clean up pretty well. I am so tired. Hi, hello. It's 8:57. It's almost 9 o'clock, and it has been a very busy day. It's been a really good day, but very busy. And I feel like I'm almost regretting even like deciding to vlog, because I just don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to vlog, and then also like how much of this is going to be entertaining. I don't know. So sorry about that in advance. Let's see, gosh, so we got to the hotel, had to get dressed really quick, had to jet over to the Airbnb that Andrew's staying at to drop off like all the food that we got for them for breakfast. And then we had to go to the rehearsal for Andrew. So Andrew is the best man in the wedding. Also, my sister-in-law Emily is in the wedding. Her husband Nick is in the wedding. And then my other sister-in-law Becca is unable to come to the wedding, which means I am by myself, which kind of stinks. I'm not at all like bitter or mad or like anything weird like that about not being in the party. I don't know Taylor that well. Had I lived here prior, I think like we would have been a lot closer, but we just weren't that close, which totally makes sense. I'm a full believer that you should pick the closest people to you to be in your wedding. Like, don't just pick people because they're family. Don't just pick people because you have a history with them. Like, trust me, I've learned from experience. Anyway, all that to say, I'm not in the wedding, so I'm kind of like on my own, which is a little uncomfortable, especially for someone who doesn't already love social situations. I now have to like navigate all day tomorrow, essentially by myself. So kind of hating it, but it's okay. It's just like really pushing me out of my comfort zone, and it's not about me. So there's that. So that does kind of mean that I was like hanging out by myself at rehearsal, and then we went to rehearsal dinner, and that was fun. That was good. I had a Moscow Mule. So good. It's like ginger beer, vodka, and lime, I think. Such a good drink. One of my favorites. And then we had fish fry, because what else do you get on a Friday in Wisconsin? Nothing. You get fish. And then I dropped Andrew off back at the Airbnb, and that's where he's staying tonight, and I am here at the hotel by my lonesome, and I like just got here, and I got into comfy clothes. Hi, yes, hello. I'm back in this sweatshirt, and I'm just gonna chill. Like, I'm totally just gonna relax. I'm a night owl, especially when Andrew is not here. Like, whenever I'm home alone or have to spend a night alone, I don't know what it is. I just like don't go to bed. So I don't know. It's weird. Like, Andrew going to bed makes me feel like I should go to bed. So when he's not around going to bed, I don't go to bed. I have a feeling I might stay up late, but that's okay because also the wedding doesn't start until 4 tomorrow. So I have all day up until basically, I think I'm going to leave here around 3 o'clock or maybe 2:45. And just going to be hanging out. I do have Dear Martin here with me. I actually read like a chapter. I actually read 2 chapters during the rehearsal. Are you guys like this? I can't read when there's like stuff going on around me. Like, I wish that I could. I know some people who can do that, but I have to be in like absolute silence in order to get into a book. So I was pretty proud of myself for even just doing 2 chapters. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I brought my Switch. I brought my iPad. And I brought a book. And there's a TV. And we're just gonna hang. I think I'm just gonna chill. So honestly, like, I have been having anxiety about this weekend for the last week. Knowing I'm gonna be alone, especially in like a social environment, gives me so much anxiety just already. I don't know, just like the awkward and uncomfortableness of it. And then small talk like really drains me, like small conversations, small talk, kind of like those like niceties that you have to kind of give out. I know it sounds really bad. It's just really exhausting to me. Just the thought of all of that is like already wearing on me. And then also just, I'm just uncomfortable. Like, as someone who struggles with really low self-esteem, like, I'm not looking forward tomorrow to put on my dress and feel insecure and then also feel like I'm in a room full of people who are staring at me, which I know is not the case, but it's just how it feels. And yeah, I don't know. I think I'll talk about more of that tomorrow because I just don't want to go there tonight, but sometimes it just really sucks having so much insecurity and the way that it affects my life to the point of it being really destructive and distracting and something that I just can't ignore. Like, it really frustrates me and I'm so sick of it. It's exhausting. But like I said, I kind of don't really want to go there yet. So anyway, with all of that said, I think I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna lay in this cozy bed and get as comfy as possible and just recharge and prepare for tomorrow, because it is going to be such a great day, and I do really want to be there and be present and be excited and be there for my family who I love so much. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am just gonna go and hang out. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do first. I kind of want to play the Switch. I've been kind of craving some Animal Crossing lately, which I was really into a couple months ago and then really got sick of. So I think I'm gonna do some Animal Crossing soon. They're coming out with a really cool Halloween update that I am so excited for. So I think I need to like hop on my island and see what's going on, because I have a feeling there's a lot of weeds. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop talking and relax, and I will check in with you guys soon.
Sometimes when I try to reason, you don't seem to listen at all. I don't know if it's just a feeling, or if we are about to fall. The rain will come back, stay. Stand fast, rain will come back, but I know we're stronger if we stay here longer. I'll find us another treasure to hold on to through the storm. And I know love is hard to measure, but with you I can see its form. The rain will come back, stay. Stand fast, rain will come back, but I know we're stronger.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. I am about to take my first sip of terrible hotel coffee, and I'm nervous. Here we go. Oh, it's bad. Yep, it's bad. Ooh, oh God. Also, that was really hot, but yeah, not good. Ugh. I like brought everything else from my house. I brought so much stuff. I brought food. I actually brought tea. I brought like silverware. I brought my blanket, and I forgot to bring coffee, which I guess I don't really know exactly how I would have done that anyway. But I am really extra when I travel anywhere. I am a homebody, like you guys know that about me, and so if I travel, wherever I go, I need to make it feel like I'm home. It's so bad. Anyway, good morning. Hello. Hi. It's like 10:30. I slept in until 10, which was wonderful. The best part about hotels is the fact that they have like blackout curtains and you can just sleep like the dead, and it's fantastic. I actually stayed up until like 1:30 last night too, so it felt really good to sleep in. I tried reading, and I did read a little bit last night, but I gotta admit, I read about a chapter. So I'm not really that much further into Dear Martin at all, and I didn't read any of Fractured Tide either. I got really distracted because when I turned on the TV just to like watch something while I snacked, Bring It On was on, and then The Devil Wears Prada came on, and then The House Bunny came on, and I was like, these are all amazing movies, I have to watch them. So yeah, I pretty much had like a movie marathon by myself last night, and it was glorious. I loved it. As you can tell, I like must have rolled around like crazy last night because the bed is just absolutely destroyed. I seriously think I was taking advantage of the fact that I had the whole bed to myself, and I think I was rolling from like one end to the other all night. But yeah, it was great. I slept in really well, and like just it felt good to just like get some sleep. The cats didn't wake me up because they were hungry, so it was a good night's sleep to say the least. So this morning I'm just hanging out in my hotel room for a while. Like I said yesterday, the wedding doesn't start until 4, so that means I don't really need to leave until like 2:45. It is a little bit of a drive, and I do want to get a decent seat. And then Andrew is out with the guys this morning. They are going to shoot like clay birds or whatever, and then they're gonna go get dressed and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited to see him in his little outfit. He's gonna look so good. He was so cute last night. Like, he worked so hard on his outfit last night for the rehearsal dinner. And it looked so good. Like, he looked so good. He was easily like the best dressed person in the room, and he's like, I think I might have overdressed. And I was like, who cares? You look great. Last night was fun. It was good to see family. But anyway, I'm just a rambling mess. I'm gonna make myself a bagel, and I'm gonna drink my terrible hotel coffee, and I'm going to try and read for a couple hours. I'm gonna turn the TV off, and I am gonna try to read, so I have a little bit of a reading update for you guys. And I will definitely check in before I start getting dressed. And yeah, I still have to show you guys my dress, so I will do that. I think you might like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, goodbye. Hello, I am back. I am nearly done with getting ready. I wish so badly that I knew how to do hair. I tried like 3 different hairstyles, and I just can't with my hair. It doesn't work out. So this is, I think I'm just gonna curl some of this and then just leave it. I don't know. I feel like I did okay with my makeup. I'm learning, but I still don't feel very good at it. Also, side note, sorry if you can hear the air conditioning. It's just so warm in here, and I don't want to sweat off all of my makeup. So I need to have it on. But it is 2:15, so I need to get going and put on my dress and shoes and head out the door. I'm feeling okay. I'm like hesitating even talking about feeling insecure because I get so paranoid that it's such a broken record in my videos, and I also get paranoid that people think maybe I'm looking for attention or compliments or anything like that, and it's not that at all. Actually, like, I think that compliments and people telling me that I look good and beautiful, like, it's almost like harder to hear. I don't know if that makes sense at all. I think why it's harder to hear is because it's not about how I look, it's about how I feel. And this is so hard. I don't really like to self-diagnose. Like, I'm not a licensed therapist, so I can't say exactly what I feel like I struggle with. But a couple weeks ago, I learned for the first time what body dysmorphia was. And it's funny because someone had reached out to me in my DMs and said that they really appreciated how I talk about some of my struggles on my channel, and that she had a sister, I believe, that struggles with body dysmorphia, and she was wondering if I could share with her kind of what that's like so she can help relate better to her sister. And I was like, what is body dysmorphia? I don't even know what that is. So I looked up a YouTube video, and I had watched it, and I had never felt more like seen. I had never felt more like, oh my gosh, that's me. I thought I was crazy this whole time. It's not that I have low self-esteem. I mean, it is, but it's like so hard to explain. It's like this obsession with constantly thinking about myself and my body, and constantly thinking about how people are looking at me and my body. And it's like I genuinely believe when I walk into a room that everyone in the room is turning and staring at me and staring at like my body and thinking how disgusting I am and how I take up so much space and how I'm the biggest person in the room and how I just like don't belong here. It's like that magnified times 1,000. Like those are the things that go through my head when I'm in a room full of people. Every time. It doesn't matter where I am. That's what happens. And so it's not so much like, oh, I don't feel like I look good. It's more just like these like obsessive thoughts of like, my body is the enemy and I don't deserve to take up space here. And I just want to run and hide and escape. And it just causes like a lot of extra anxiety and a lot of extra depression. I feel like I get into these like extremely like depressive episodes because of it. And that's why I think I avoid social situations as much as I can, because I don't want to deal with it. Like I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to cry because I just did my makeup. So what I wouldn't give to walk into a room and not think twice about myself. Like, this is not my day. And I'm mad that it's even part of me, that I have to think about myself all the time in this way. It makes me feel like a shell of who I know I can be. And it's frustrating and it's exhausting. And I just wish for like a second I could get out of my head. So I guess with all that said, I'm not looking for compliments. I'm not looking for affirmation. I'm honestly using this as a part of being able to work through these things. And maybe someone else is out there who identifies with it. I'm using this as a place to, when I look back, remind myself hopefully how far I've come as I try to get better. I am planning on seeking a therapist with this new job. It comes with awesome benefits. So I'm really looking forward to working through more of these feelings and being able to, in the moment, remind myself of the actual reality of the situation and be able to remove myself and the obsessive thoughts from the situation. I feel like I didn't even cover half of the feelings that come with struggling with this. Again, I don't know if that's what I actually struggle with. I don't know if body dysmorphia is what I have, but when I watched the video explaining what it is, all of the check boxes, it was crazy. I really thought that it was like just me being just this whole ball of mess that needed to be entangled, and to kind of put a name to it almost makes me feel reassured, like, oh, this is a thing, and like maybe I can get through it, maybe I can figure it out, maybe I can get past it. Anyway, those are just some of the things that I'm dealing with right now, and I'm hoping to not take with me into today. I'm trying to just remind myself that it's not about me. I don't want it to be about me, and to just enjoy the day, enjoy the moment, to not compare myself, to not get obsessive, to not have those thoughts. But I think inevitably they will come, but even like being aware of it going into the day helps. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to change into my dress now, and I will show you guys what it is. I'm excited about it, kind of. Yeah, either way. Okay, I'm gonna go get dressed and I'll be right back. Okay, here I am. This dress has the biggest sleeves ever, and I kind of love it. I'm having like a Stevie Nicks moment. Yeah, here it is. This is the dress that I got. I got it from Boohoo. It's a size 18, I believe. And I did have to safety pin right here because it was a little too booby, if you will. I'm still even a little bit nervous about this. This is a lot of cleavage for me. I don't usually show like a lot of cleavage. But yeah, it's got just kind of like a cinched waist, and it's flowy, and I like it. I think it'll be good. Let me see if I can show you quickly in the mirror, but I need to get going. Oh, and I ended up just putting up my hair in a ponytail. I don't know. I thought that maybe because there was a lot going on with the dress that like putting in a ponytail would look better, but whatever, it's fine. So here we are. This is what we're working with. The shoes that I ended up getting, I forgot I actually had these. They're just like little mini wedge shoes. But here's the dress. Time will tell if I get really sick of these sleeves by the end of the night. But okay, I gotta go. We're going to the wedding. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see Andrew and everyone else, and it should be a really, really good day. So I think the plan is to just take a bunch of B-roll from here on out, and I'll check in with you guys later tonight when I'm back.
Give me your strength and show me your weakness. We're in this together now. We're in this together now. Give me your love and tell me your secrets. 'Cause we're in this together now. Yeah, we're in this together now. No, 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 no. I'll keep you safe, I'll give you my everything. Even if we're falling down, even if we're falling down, all of me is yours, every part of me. 'Cause we're in this together now. You and me together now. What's the point of living if we're scared to lose each other? What's the point of living without you? Tell me now and I'll stop fighting. Tell me now and I'll stop breathing. I don't want to be here without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. No, 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 no. I'll be your light, I'll keep you from darkness. Even when the sun don't shine, even when the sun don't shine. Give me your strength and show me your weakness. 'Cause we're in this together now.
Hello, we are back. It is currently 11:30 and it was a really, really good night. Why do you always do that sign? Come here and say hi.
That's my
That's your
sign
sign.
off. It's my sign off for Zoe's friends.
We had fun, didn't we?
Yeah, it was killer.
It was a good time. Andrew was the best man, and
Man, Taylor.
he did a really, really good speech. His speech was awesome. You did a great job.
Was it the best one?
It was the best one, yeah. It was a lot of fun though. It was a beautiful wedding, short ceremony, absolutely stunning venue. Taylor looked amazing, Matt looked amazing. Literally everybody just looked so good. Not like a huge ton of people, which was good. Yeah, DJ was fun, dance was fun. They had food trucks, which I'm really sad because I totally forgot to take video of the food trucks, but they had a taco truck, a pizza truck, and then Chick-fil-A. And then they had gelato, which was cool too for like their dessert. So it was just like really low key, but in a really glam kind of way. It was amazing. It was so, so pretty. They also, part of their decor, they had this beautiful like circle-y wreath kind of thing. I'll insert like a picture of it right here. And basically now I really want to make that for someplace in our house because it's so pretty. They gave me some inspo there, but anyway, yeah, it was a really amazing night. Super, super exhausting. very tired, danced a lot, feet hurt, but it was a really good time. But I'm so tired. It feels really good to be in cozy clothes. Yeah.
Dude, drop a comment down and tell Zoe about your cozy clothes and what your favorite cozy clothes are.
Really? Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. No, just cut that.
Anyway, no, I'm not cutting it out. It's staying in now. We're exhausted, but we're gonna go hang out actually with a friend who's staying in the hotel as well, and then head to bed at some point tonight. But I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is currently 10:56, so basically 11 o'clock. I am very tired. Did not sleep well last night at all. Kind of a funny story, but I don't feel like talking about it right now. Okay.
Talk about it.
No. It's so embarrassing. Long story short, we have a mini fridge in the room, and we brought a case of LaCroix, the ginger peach bubbly that I love so much, and for whatever reason the fridge decided to turn into a freezer last night, and basically all night I was hearing all of these really weird noises. We heard this one noise at like 2:30 in the morning, and it was like the sound of like an ice bucket being kicked over. And we got ice last night in an ice bucket, and we woke up at the same time, and I was like, babe, you kicked the ice bucket over. Which, no, but he's like, oh, yeah. And so he gets up and he goes to look for the ice bucket, and we can't figure out what the heck that noise was. And so go to bed, and we start hearing kind of like these like pop sounds, like just these weird sounds as if someone was picking up stuff that was sitting on this ledge right here and like putting it back down. And so he falls back asleep because he has no problem sleeping. I'm sitting here thinking about the last book that I read about a haunted hotel, and literally I'm just imagining that there are ghosts in this room with me, and all night I hear these crazy noises. There's at one point I heard like what I thought was like fingernails being dragged through the carpet. It was terrifying. I was up all night, and it's about like 6:30 in the morning, was it? Yeah, okay. It was about like 6:30 in the morning. And once again, probably the loudest one we've heard this time, I like finally decided to like get cozy, try to go to bed. And all of a sudden we hear like this horrible sound, and I just start sobbing. Like I'm like, babe, what is happening? And I'm just like crying. It's funny now. I was literally like traumatized. He gets up to inspect and discovers that overnight all of our LaCroix cans have been like exploding in this mini fridge. And so it's funny to think of that's the what was happening all night, but like literally it was the worst night's sleep I think I've ever had. I was so scared all night. So yeah, I'm exhausted, and all I've had is cheap hotel coffee, but gotta go strong.
It's better than no coffee.
That's true. So right now we are going to meet his family, his sister, brother-in-law, and then their two little ones, and then his mom and dad. They're all down by the pool. So we're gonna hang out with them for a little bit today, and then we're gonna head home soon, and I will check in when we get home.
Yes.
Hello. It is, gosh, 8:26, so basically 8:30, and we are home. I'm in my cozy sweater, and I am so tired. So we spent the rest of the day hanging out with the kids at the pool, and then we drove home, and it's been very like rainy all day and just gloomy and cold and like the perfect just tired gloomy weather. So we got home and we like immediately got into cozy clothes and watched A Bug's Life, which was awesome, and just like relaxed and hung out. I fell asleep during that movie 3 times. I made us both coffee beforehand because we're both so tired. I think I underestimated how much, like, how socially drained I would be, and how kind of just like mentally, I don't know, drained too. So on top of getting like very limited sleep last night because of the incident, I'm also just like so kind of burnt out. And because of that, I decided to not force myself to read Dear Martin. I got about 3 chapters in. I don't have much to say on it yet, but I didn't want to read it just to read it and force myself through it, especially when I'm tired and like not going to actually be able to read the story. So I didn't read it, and I'm sorry if that disappoints anyone. I do still want to read it and discuss it. So that's still part of the plan. But I just didn't want to force it because it wasn't happening, and I didn't want to not be able to remember it because I was so tired, if that makes sense. So yeah, the rest of the night has been really, really chill. I've just been coloring on my iPad, and I started watching the Nurse Ratched show on Netflix. It's that new one, but I think it's Ryan Murphy, and it's the actress who is in all of like the American Horror Story series. She's amazing, and it's wonderful. And the show is actually really good. I really like it so far. It's very creepy. It's very American Horror Story, but refined. It's not as just like dumb and doesn't really make any sense. I used to love American Horror Story, and I just feel like every season gets kind of like worse and worse, unfortunately. I still watch it for whatever reason, but I feel like I haven't loved a season since maybe Asylum or Hotel, which is sad. Also, I start my job tomorrow, which is really exciting, but another reason why I just wanted to relax and chill and kind of like recharge as much as possible, because when you start a new job, you know, you really want to make a good first impression, and I want to be really like on my game tomorrow when I start. I know I'm gonna have to be doing like a lot of introductions and small talk. I'm excited for it, but it also just is like, I'm excited to know my stuff, get through training, and like be good to go. I think that's like the hardest part about starting a new job, at least for me, is just wanting to be able to help out as soon as I start and be able to like know all of the things. So it's gonna be really good, but you know, all of those things that you feel with a new job, it's gonna be like nerve-wracking. I'm anxious, I'm excited, I'm already a little bit exhausted, but mostly just really excited. So anyway, that was another reason why I just kind of wanted to chill and recharge and get ready for tomorrow. I did finish Fractured Tide on Saturday before I got ready for the wedding. I was listening to this audiobook all week leading up to this weekend, and I only had about like an hour or 2 left of the audiobook when I got to the hotel. It's kind of like Lost meets Survivor. I mean, Lost kind of is like Survivor, but it's like Lost, like the show Lost. Basically, these like 4 kids, this shipwreck basically happens, and they find themselves on this island where very like strange things are happening. Very just odd things that shouldn't happen are happening, and they have to figure out how to survive, how to get off the island, how to stop all of the weird things from happening. This book was like complicated for probably 75% of it, maybe 60% of it. I really wasn't liking it. I was like, okay, this is kind of one of those young adult books that just, it's fine. And if you really like young adult, and if you like shipwreck, survivor, weird stories, like you'd like it. But I was definitely expecting the ending to be really disappointing, and I was very pleasantly surprised with the ending. I was a little annoyed with the writing. I felt like it was just a bit repetitive. Some of the same like metaphors and phrases were being used throughout the entire book, and that gets really exhausting for me, especially when you're listening to it, because you really pick up on when those things continue to be said. But I will say overall, I was pleasantly surprised with the ending. The story in general was fairly entertaining, and if you feel like you enjoyed the show Lost, we won't talk about the ending, but if you enjoyed the show Lost and you kind of like island survival stories with a very weird element mixed in, you might really, really like this book. So it is young adult, keep that in mind. And I think with young adult, I personally feel like I'm growing out of young adult a little bit, and I need maybe just a little bit more oomph in my stories that adult fiction can offer. But if you like young adult, and all those things sound really good to you, I do really recommend this book. I would say after finishing it, I would probably give this book like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, which is a fairly good rating for me. So it was good. It wasn't my new favorite book, but I didn't hate it. Just annoyed a little bit with some of the writing things. So overall, I liked it, but I wouldn't probably read it again, if that makes sense. All right, well, I think I'm gonna hop off and actually go to bed very early so I'm feeling refreshed in the morning tomorrow for my new job. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for another vlog if you made it this far. I know that this vlog was a lot of chatter and a lot of just kind of, I think, working through things for myself personally. Overall, it was a good weekend. A little difficult, but 100% worth it. It was a beautiful wedding, and I'm really, really grateful to have married into such an amazing family, and like everyone on Andrew's side of the family, I just really, really adore, and I'm really grateful that they're in my life. And so like it was a nice weekend to think about those things and be really, really grateful for that, because I know that that's not the case for everyone. So yeah, feeling blessed for family for sure. That was so cheesy, but it's how I feel. Okay, I am gonna sign off. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are. I love you so, so, so much, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!